Good evening, race fans. Welcome into race 9 of 13 for Friday Night RODDCAR here in Season 32. We come to New Atlanta here tonight for 130 laps in what could be another crucial step forward in the championship battle between Parker White and Daniel Falkingham. As always, I'm here with my co-commentator in the booth, Art. He is attending to something real quick, so we'll get him in just a second. But one lap qualifying for the 130-lap main event. Fuel capacity, as always, is 55%. Estimated fuel run a little bit longer tonight just because the shorter configuration of Atlanta, 35 to 40 laps-ish, give or take, depending on how hard the leaders elect to run tonight, all that good stuff. 3 green-white checkers with the third being the point of no return, 1 fast repair. As always, unlimited tire sets, and we're ready to go racing. I think Art just got back. Art, how we doing tonight?
I'm real excited. You know, we're back at Atlanta.
We're here
next
Tuesday night. We saw in the Xfinity cars on Tuesday that these things were just loose like you've never seen before. And we'll see how these next gens race here tonight. It's a longer race. By about 30 laps, I believe. Maybe 20. I think Tuesday night was 110.
It was 110, so
20 laps longer here this evening. Got a bigger field. Championship on the line here. Last little bit of the season. Parker White, Daniel Falkingham trading blows back and forth. First couple of times coming in. Nathan Barrows goes to the top of the board, 31-35. Here's Mark Jorgensen Jr. The 88 machine crossing the line, goes 4th quickest. But there's only 1 lap, so gotta have a good out lap. Get up to speed lap. 3, I believe, 4th gear all the way around, at least solo. So we'll go on board with Steven Maggio, the 81 machine, underneath the apron in qualifying, completely legal. We wait for Parker White, Daniel Falkingham to make their appearance. We'll get to the points right after qualifying. Maggio running the high line through 3 and 4. That's an interesting approach to qualifying. Maybe wants to start at the back. Doesn't elect to go below the apron, so I think he's just trying to get a time on the board, doesn't care where it puts him, and it is slowest of the 11 qualifiers. On board with the 62, and I'll say this early in the VOD, so when he goes back and watches it, he can confirm if I said it right. Vincenzo Iacovazzi. I think I nailed it that time, but he was kind enough to give me the pronunciation. Vincenzo Iacovazzi. So I think we'll have that right going forward for the driver of the 62 machine.
I think that's probably the, second most difficult name we've ever had to try to pronounce. I know we had one during Road to Pro that was very fun.
Yes, but we usually stick to our regularly scheduled racers, and go 7th quickest for Vincenzo. James Mendez pops into 3rd, and here is Daniel Falkingham. Parker White not yet out, but here is the man 2nd in points. Received a penalty after last week's race, so he had a 10-point deduction. So that is with how close it's been all season long, that's a huge twist in the championship race. Falkingham crosses the line, P3. For the driver of the 54, and here is Parker White coming out with just under a minute remaining. He'll have plenty of time to get that one and only lap in. Time to beat is still a 31.345 by Nathan Barrows. So we'll see what Parker White could do. He starts his lap. Let's go on board with him for the start of the lap. It's going to be 5th gear for Parker White, which I think is interesting. Going to let the car naturally rise up out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Not a whole lot of time to collect your thoughts before you barrel off into turn number 3. Point the car to the bottom of the racetrack. Don't hit the apron if you can help it. blasting to the line underneath the apron. Legal all the way below it. Don't go off track. Parker White crosses the line, and it's P2. 100th of a second, and he jumps Falkingham importantly. Let's show you the points as they came into tonight. And it's been a dominating top two. Parker White, 15-point advantage over Daniel Falkingham, 238 to 223. Dean Clavitt a distant third, and even he has a semi-decent margin over Brandon Cruz, Montesavias, Dylan Dreiling, James Mendez, a couple of guys up there. So it's not as many Coke Series drivers and eNASCAR contenders as we're used to seeing up in the top 10, but
weirdly, Dean Clavitt is a regular in the top 5, though.
He's got some good consistency up there in that 56 machine.
I shouldn't say that when he, say weirdly, when he runs our logos on the car, huh?
Potentially, but got a 35 car field here tonight. Advancing from the LCQ earlier tonight was... I had it, and then I lost it. Colin Forrester, Ryan Doucette, Nathan Barrows, I don't want to say it wrong, Dalton Hayes, and Vincenzo Iacovazzi. Timothy J. Moore also received an invite as he was the next man up. We had one late opt-out. That was the LCQ. And for the driver of the 047, Dalton Hayes, it is his RODDCAR debut here tonight. We'll see what he can do. Nathan Barrows puts it on pole in his 4th career start. Already had one top 10 in his previous 3, so we'll see if he starts on pole, ends up in victory lane, and has a very successful start to his young RODDCAR career.
Still can't believe we're inviting these moon car degenerates. Timothy J. Moore knocked down to moon car lights for running on an alt account. Criminal.
You hate to see it. And he'll be racing against the man that handed down said punishment. Travis Brown starts 29th, so got moon car and RODDCAR in the same row. There's a picture. Wesley Parker taking... I just saw that. Take the credit when you can get it, absolutely. But look at that, though. That's moon car and RODDCAR. That's the absolute pinnacle of super speedway racing on this service.
I didn't realize they were 01 and, well, obviously the 10 machine. So
that is quite funny. I think I just, I did do that.
You did what?
I retweeted our own tweet on the YJ account instead of mine, so I know we just posted it 2 minutes ago, but...
You're brilliant.
I'm a brilliant young mind. All right, who's winning tonight?
I feel like the safe bet is, one of the 2 championship favorites, so give me Daniel Falkingham.
Give me... Oh, man. Give me Mo Perry.
Corbin, who you got?
Iacovazzi.
Well, there we go. We'll see how that ends up here in 130 laps, potentially more. So we'll get ready to blast off of turn number 4. It's Nathan Barrows, Parker White, your front row. Pace car is off. Field of 35 in tow through the Geico restart zone. And we're underway for Friday Night RODDCAR.
I wonder how long it'll take these drivers to get a 3 wide moving and be a little more dangerous here.
Outside line
has
the
9
momentum.
machine in the wall there. 97 taking a shot through the middle.
Outside line has all the momentum. And it's Parker White clear. Falkingham right behind him. 1-2 in the championship. 1-2 on lap number 1. Parker White gets the bonus point. Falkingham will try and get that back as quick as he can. Wesley Parker there in 3rd. Barrows still leading the inside line with the 74 machine. Timothy J. Moore tucked in behind him.
24 of Hunter East. He got loose through 2. I thought he was going to get squirrely and send it up in the outside wall there.
But it looks like all 35 drivers back down to Scott Warren are still in this lead pack. About 3-ish seconds separating everybody. But it's a clean start, more importantly. Quickest lap in the early going, Corey Henry, 29.52, and he is right in the thick of it. Stuck down there on the bottom. Already 3 wide. Here, coming to finish lap number 3. But to answer your question, did not take that long.
Yeah, I've been watching, that Tucker Minner. No longer led line, but he was the one to really make the move and start forcing people to block it off.
And this is not just an excuse to say his name and test ourselves, but Vincenzo Iacovazzi is leading that third line. With the 24 of Hunter East tucked up behind him. Oh, Barrows swirly on the exit of 4, and they all scatter behind him.
Got on that apron, and it was getting spooky.
Came up, and I don't think he made contact, but it was pretty close to Parker White. As we have a second group that has broken away. It's being led by Garrett Delph. That's 29th on back. They have broken away from the main pack, just trying to survive and log some laps. But pretty much unchanged at the front, except for that outside line gaining a couple of spots. Look at the 97 of Tucker Minner, making his way 3 wide. Picked up AJ Green, that got uncomfortable. They are making some headway. Seth the Merchant giving him a great push. Jacob Dunn, Dylan Kem through the middle. As it's Parker White continuing to lead. 3 wide for what will be that 4th position on back. Contact made. It looks like even further back in the field. They're all just scattering around looking for grip.
There's contact between that 98
There's a lot of contact going on in this pack. So if you're those front 3 single file on the high line, you're sitting real pretty.
Iacovazzi into the wall.
Iacovazzi, get it right. You said it right the first time, but looks like they'll be okay. That's going to break up a lot of the pack, and they are scrambling all over the place, trying to find real estate, trying to get positions. Tucker Minner has broken away. He's now down to 2 wide. That outside line.
I don't know how they haven't exploded
They
yet.
have been very close several times. Your pole sitter back down to 15th. That inside line has lost a ton of momentum. Now it's 4 cars clear on the outside. Back to Mark Jorgensen Jr., Jacob Dunn trying to make it 5. And there's not a whole lot of energy, not a whole lot of organization on that inside line. And as I say that, the 97 of Tucker Minner came here to race. He is up 17 spots to the race lead. Huge assist from Seth the Merchant. Wesley Parker going down there to try and pick up some momentum as well.
Who could have guessed the Merchant and Tucker working together?
And at the line, that's another dead heat. Parker White would have had that by a nose. AJ Green finds himself in the midst of 3 wide. As we saw Travis Brown in the wall a lap ago, he's fallen back to the tail end of this lead pack. They've done so much squabbling that that group that had broken away naturally caught back up. Garrett Delph right back into the tail end of the lead pack. But it's been interesting on board here with this 54 Daniel Falkingham. He's just been very content to sit behind his championship rival and just push him along on the top side. Hasn't tried to pull out a line and get his bonus point. Parker White has one, so you know Falkingham would love to get one back. But he's just sitting there riding around. And it finally looks like that bottom, at least Tucker Minner has broken through, and we have a new leader. Parker White took the lead away from Nathan Barrows before the end of the first lap. He's led all the way up to the start of lap 12, but Tucker Minner, your new leader.
Ooh, we're going to have someone challenging to the outside of Falkingham. That might break up. Yeah, that's going to break up Parker White and
There
Falkingham.
goes Falkingham. right in the sucker hole. He's going to drop all the way back to the bumper of, I believe that is Matthews Whack in the Skittles machine. Falkingham now outside of the top 10, stuck 3 wide. Right in that mid-pack, got cars blinking all around him. A dangerous spot to be. As the top 2 are pulling away.
Pulling away.
I mean, look at this. We're back in like 2011 with the 2-car tandem or something. They are out of here. That's Christian Visconti dropping to the back in the 80 machine. He's seen enough. Mark Jorgensen Jr. getting up there race. He puts himself in the wall. Jacob Dunn trying to be aggressive. Dylan Kem through the middle. There's a lot of action up in this lead pack. And they are making it stick for the most part. I say that and we're about to have a massive wreck most of the time, so we're just going to wonder where. Every time I try and compliment them.
I was looking at other moon car degenerate there, Dylan Dreiling.
It almost happened. It almost happened from the race lead. Tucker Minner loose off the bumper of DeMerchant. And Mendez got put right in the sucker hole. Wesley Parker said, I don't have time for your shenanigans. And Mendez was making great progress. Now he's already back to 13th, 14th, making 15th, and nearly outside of the top 20. Just like that, in less than half a lap. Settles in 18th. But they're building runs, momentum. They would have picked their lines pretty well, so we got a very racy affair ahead of us. So Wesley Parker's now trying to challenge. Parker White back in the mix. Falkingham already back up to the back bumper of White.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by Falkingham just kind of pushing, like you said, his rival for the championship. If you're going to be doing this, your only real hope to beat him is him wrecking out.
If you're going to push the track position, it's like who's going to wreck him? Is that me? I'm just sitting there pushing him the whole race.
And it's like, if he gets involved in one, you're right there.
You're pushing him. There's a 1,000,000% chance you're involved in the same wreck he is. Well, most of the time. 98%. We'll give it 98%.
I have seen cars just get wiped right off my front bumper before.
Right.
So.
It's very specific when that happens. How about this? Michael Cozy Jr. just content to ride. I don't think we have ever said that before. But he's just kind of back here, tail end of the lead pack. Qualified 20th. And he's just riding. So he's like, all right. Trying to save him fast repair so I can make aggressive moves later in the race. I don't necessarily disagree with that.
I mean, I've had that same mentality in races, and the wreck came right to me.
Yeah, that's a good point. But who's with him? Frisch, Hill, Doucette, Clavitt.
Good set of dudes if you wanted to make a run.
Flag. I mean, yeah, we got some heavy hitters back there. But right now, the best two cars have been Tucker Minner and Seth the Merchant working their way through this field.
I was going to say, it's not like they're, still 110 laps to go.
But you can tell, Nathan Barrows, he looked a little squirrely. He was leading that inside line all the way back to 16th, back up to 4th. So it's going to be very easy, at least from the looks of these, the first 19, now 20 laps. You could force the issue and make some moves.
Got a championship implications in chat? In race chat? I didn't see anything.
20 laps through, and we are halfway through the first fuel run. And Dylan Kem's up 19. Your leader's up 17. DeMerchant plus 15. Corey Henry has gained 14 spots. Swack 13. Jaden Carter 12. Travis Brown 10. So, bunch of double digits. Oh, trouble! Dylan Dreiling mowing some grass. Gonna save it. Don't come back up the racetrack and will stay green. But he's not going to be too happy as it was...
Oh, we got DK around.
Coming back to it.
Dylan Dreiling just got saved.
At the expense of another Dylan. So let's see. Let's firstly see what the heck happened to Dylan Dreiling. And it looks like Corey Henry off the bumper of James Mendez. They just kind of miscommunication of the closing speed. Mendez gets into him. Dylan Dreiling hits the cone, and then right to Dylan Kemp. Is this off the bumper of Wesley Parker? Yes, it is. Right in front of Nathan Barrows. Big collision with the rear bumper on the inside wall. Two separate incidents here bring out your first caution.
Other than a possible concussion, I think DK's car is still good.
2 years ago, that might be a sport ender for DK, not racing no more because how stiff that rear bumper was when it first came out. But should be all right to continue here tonight. Looks like James Mendez is gonna stay out and snag a bonus point. Let's see if we can. He's usually hanging out somewhere, but not tonight. Let's go to pit 2 here. Dean Clavitt, Jacob Roth, Mo Perry. You were my pick to win tonight. What are you going to do to get it done for me?
Me specifically?
I was going to say, who's your pick? You just listed off
I said
3
Mo
people.
Perry. You're my pick to win.
Well,
You listed 3
All right,
people, and then
Mo Perry specifically. I ended with you. Best for last.
There
Mo
we go.
Perry. You are my pick to win this event tonight here in Atlanta. What are you going to do to get it done for me?
Well, so far the strategy of just riding on the bottom lane seems to have worked, except for when that wreck just happened, so I had front-end damage. So now I need to work my way back through the field. That'll be great.
Fair enough. Looks like you'll be restarting here 28th, but it's been pretty easy to make moves out there from what I could see so far.
Well, I've not exactly tried to make any moves. Like I said, I've just been holding the bottom and praying that everyone just kind of doesn't die in front of me. Eventually that ran out, but hey, if it worked one time, it can work again. Whatever, you get the idea. It'll work again.
It'll work again. Plenty of time. Jacob Roth, you sit P12. What's the game plan here for this restart?
Don't get in any wrecks. Follow the people who are better than me.
And Dean Clavitt, you're right in the thick of this P21. Kind of a similar thought process there.
Don't die. That's it.
Very good advice. But we'll see if y'all can get it done. Good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you for the
Matt.
confidence.
You're welcome. All right. It looks like everybody's going to be okay. Don't think there would have been any fast repairs for that. DK. Yeah, over a minute of repairs. Same thing for Barrows. And Mo Perry. Very, I'd say he pays attention to the fast repair, so I don't think he would have used it for that. That was a lot going on in that first stint there. 20 laps was highly entertaining. Got Cozy up here to 9th. Garrett Delph, I think, took either 2 tires or fuel only. AJ Green, same thing. So we'll see how this restart plays out.
Oh, we can get another 20-lap run going.
20 laps at a time. I mean, halfway through a fuel run. I mean, I don't expect green flag pit stops here tonight, so we'll see, but...
And we did have people joking about it, so...
We saw on the first start of the race, that outside line got a really good jump. And it looks like that's going to be the case here as well, as they should have the momentum off of turn number 2. The side draft will come into effect a little bit. Parker White starting to edge ahead as they head off into turn number 3.
Already a little 3-wide action. I believe that's Tucker Minner once again trying to get around cars.
We got smoke.
Oh, to Merchant. I mean, they are trying to move forward. They do not like to be back in the pack.
Yeah, it's top of 3 wide. Merchant trying to get up there to him if he can. We'll start working at it. It's AJ Green with no help on the bottom, but Matthew Zwack coming to his aid. And the bottom line actually has 2 cars clear. Garrett Delph to 3rd.
Kyle, you missed the wrecks. You can't say we aren't wrecking yet when you
And
miss them.
Zwack gonna pull out, try to make a move to the outside, pick up the push from Parker White. Outside line has the momentum heading into turn number 1. Outside line got, looks like 2 cars clear, 3 now, maybe 4 even down the back straightaway. Walkingham was thinking about a move to the low line, not able to do it, so he'll lead the outside line with help from Jacob Roth. Zwack, another new leader. 3 cars tucked up tight here at the front. New fastest lap of the race, Seth the Merchant, 29.28. He is only 1 car away from getting back to Tucker Minner. Falkingham forced out wide a little bit at the front. And then it's end up Garrett Delph, the one in the sucker hole. So just like that, it changes again. Let's crank it up here for the first time tonight live on YJ Media. Sound of race cars at nearly 200 miles an hour. Always a very pleasant sound. And we said Cozy was riding around in the first stint, no longer. After the first restart of the race, already up inside the top 5. Challenging here for the race lead with help from Falkingham, Roth, East, and Jorgensen on that top lane.
Going to see, the Daniel Falkingham lap led. Try and get, his points back.
Gotta get that 1 extra point, especially with that 10-point penalty. You're 15 behind. Race 9 of 13. Just start to look at it and be like, hey, we've been stride for stride, lap for lap. If he finishes 3rd, I finish 4th, or so on and so forth. I'm not going to make up the points. As Cozy to the point for the first time here tonight. This time, on the second run of the race, it is DeMerchant and Tucker Minner, the inverse of what it was on the first run. Cozy trying to lead his
they're
first
coming
lap.
3 wide. I thought Falkingham would try and step out there.
Hunter East is looking like he wants to, but not going to get there in time. Jacob Roth, same thing, and these guys are flying around the top. Travis Brown, Dylan Dreiling in tow. They're going to build that momentum from that 3rd lane, which will eventually come back to 2 wide as Roth and Jorgensen will fall by the wayside. And here comes Seth the Merchant. Oh! Nearly turned off the bumper of Tucker Minner. If that doesn't tell you how hard they're pushing.
Falkingham, he wanted to try and go up there, but they were showing higher.
I mean, look at that.
To
the lead. Here comes Travis Brown right with him. 3-car trio up top, and they are all 3 clear. Just like that, though, Travis Brown not able to get clear, though, as they now swap to control both lines. Travis Brown into the back bumper there. DeMerchant going to reset that high line.
Like they were both going around. Cozy got on the back of...
And with all of this, Tucker, though... The lead group is 13. We're watching all this. There's just a casual second group, a lot of 2x2. casual third group of all single file. So 3 different groups here as Travis Brown has gotten set. The Merchant half a car length out in front. With one more good push, that'll deliver to Merchant a lap lead, and he gets it on the board. Travis Brown, you know, would love to lead. Jacob Roth right there.
Walkingham's just got to be assuming that lap lead will come to him in time.
I mean, it is a very long race, 38 of 130. There's no real, like, I have to lead this lap is now Travis Brown. You can tell he's side drafted. Second there, Jacob Roth trying to push him out in front. But it's now DeMerchant and Tucker Minter. That'll be a tough nut to crack on the bottom, as they have worked exceptionally well all night.
And I understand that there doesn't necessarily need to be urgency. You got a lot of race left to go, but what if you don't? It takes one of these cars to take you out. That's your faster bear.
And then you gotta be careful. Yeah.
It's like when you're this close to the front, you were at one point 1 car off of leading a lap. Like, I think you got to get your bonus points when you can, because you don't know if you're going to be around at the end.
I think especially, that's a good point, when the pack is 13, find someone you want to work with and say, hey, let's go here. It's that outside line. Starting to get closer and closer. Travis Brown was leading for a couple feet down the back. And just like that, though, Tucker Minter applies the push to DeMerchant.
We're coming up on the lap traffic.
Look at that, though. They are conjoined at the hip, essentially.
You got Brandon Cruz, Monsivius.
Jump out of the way. Smart move. RODDCAR rules in effect. And smart move there from DeMerchant. That 97 was pushing. Got a little hot, so DeMerchant hopped up to the outside line. Check in on our rookie, Dalton Hayes. He's up 9 spots, just kind of riding in this second group. Making his first ever RODDCAR start tonight. And in front of one of the very best on the service in Ryan Doucette. It's an outside line now, the preferred line for your leaders, but just like that, they'll drop down 4 cars from the top to the bottom. Travis Brown going with Tucker Minter. Tucker Minter just did that to get back in front of the 14. And if this were an opportunity for Travis Brown to secure the lead, it's one of his best chances. Just like that, though, DeMerchant immediately back connected with that 97. As I say, there was like 2 car links separating them. But that 97 was able to drag the brake most likely and drag back to the 14, and they are connected again. Another 20 laps here, so who's about to wreck?
If I had to guess, probably going to be that second pack. Although they're all single file, doesn't mean they can't wreck single file.
We've seen it before. So 13 cars in this lead pack, second group, 14th to 26th, all single file. And then 27th on back, all single file, Monsivius. Being overly respectful of the lap, the lead lap cars, as he has now lost all the packs a second time. So we'll most likely go 2 laps down if we stay green, which, with the current setup, we will actually be able to do. Lead group's only 13 cars, essentially 6 rows of 2x2 with an odd man out. And then everything else is single file. So you gotta say a wreck most likely to come from this lead pack. Just based on the way that they're racing. And that might have been finally a lap lead for Travis Brown. Maybe.
Oh my! It's listed as that, but it was a tie. it literally says 0.000.
Well, I think he had it on my overlay, and if iRacing said it, we'll give him the lap lead. And we are rapidly approaching the possibility of green flag pit stops, by the way. We are now 20 plus, so about 10 laps away. So 5 minutes, if they could just go 5 minutes, essentially. Just holding on to it. we will see green flag pit stops, and just like in real life, this was announced earlier today in the RODDCAR Discord. If we are lucky enough to have green flag pit stops tonight, you must make your intention known at the end of the backstretch by going onto the apron and using the apron through turns 3 and 4. This is the same way they do it in NASCAR, except there is no speed limit in RODDCAR until you reach pit road. Oh, there's not somebody... Dalton Hayes might have no idea if this is his first race, which it is. If this is his first Atlanta race, I don't know. But if you're new here, you don't know how it works, hopefully you're watching the stream.
I also wouldn't know how it works.
Travis Brown, very aggressive with that side draft. And he's working it. I mean, it's keeping that outside line in contention, even though it's Tucker Minter and Seth the Merchant, you know, just flying away, trying to fly away with the two-car tandem. The outside line not going away.
Right now, if we were back in our racing days running RODDCAR, and we had, the, tactician Corbin telling us what to do for fuel and trying to remind us of the rules, I would still miss it.
And this is, I could certainly say Travis Brown led that lap. 100%. Cannot take that one away from him.
1,000,000%.
Ooh, and he's going to come down and he's going to get... There's no way we didn't wreck. We're still trying to wreck. You have got to be kidding me. Travis Brown, what a save. And that gifts the lead to Jacob Roth. You saw that. He's like, hey, the 14 and the 97, they have been super quick. I want to get in front of them. And he just quite wasn't clear. And he got loose in front of him. And credit the 97 for not completely running him over.
Well, I have two things to say. One, Travis Brown is an athlete, and you cannot tell me different.
What a save.
Two.
My goodness.
Two, if we get through this green flag stop without somebody getting a penalty,
Oh, it's very sketchy, though. Travis
that would be
Brown,
insane.
hang on to it, man. I want to see something. I'm trying to see something. I really am. Because we are over 22. We are 30 laps, so, I mean, it's in the next 5 to 8 laps here. Jacob Roth now hung out to dry a little bit by the outside line. Hunter East wants to lead this race. 3 wide for 4th. And who else? It's the 14 and the 97. Jorgensen coming up to cover. Middle line, Timothy J. Moore left out to dry. Look at the moves being made by that 88 to the point here at Atlanta.
No,
there's no way they make it 5 laps. Look, this is 13 cars, by the way. There's no shot they make it. Another, I'd say at most 10 laps. There's no, with all that squabbling, by the way, it's only 1.5 seconds. So now Corey Henry is up the ante a little bit. Let's go on board with him. The 5 machine of Corey Henry. When you see that you're that close, you're going to start to up this ante a little bit. You're going to try and push a little bit harder. Try and catch the lead group again. And it's a gift wrap for Frisch. 1 second back, 9/10. They are there. And this adds a whole nother element if we have what will be 24 cars about to be in the lead draft here, trying to navigate green flag pit stops. And it's 3 wide for 3rd, and I don't think they're going to get there. These guys are running on fumes. They're trying to get track position before the potential green flag pit stop.
And look ready
at
for
this. Here we go. Second group's now made it. And it's like they're all shot out of a cannon. They got here and they want to keep going. I don't blame them one bit.
Look who's going back to the lead, though.
Mark Jorgensen Jr. on the outside, Seth the Merchant on the inside. I changed my pick to either the 14 and the 97 at this point.
Just pick them together.
Lap 55. It is over 30 laps. It is within the next couple. We just keep ticking them off. 24 drivers separated by 2 seconds. And if you're at the back of the pack, it might not be the worst thing for green flag pit stops. If we could just hang on for another 5-ish laps.
What about this sequence that has been the most surprising, though, is finding out that Corbin's peak male athlete is Travis Moonhead Brown?
That's close between the leaders there.
Peak athleticism.
I don't want to talk about it because it's so close. I really want to see how they do it, but it's like, you know, deep down that they're not gonna make it.
They're gonna make it.
But see, like, I'm trying to reverse jinx it. You actually think outright they're gonna make it.
I know they're gonna make it.
It's gonna be so funny if they just pit off of 4. They're just like, oh wait, we missed that announcement. And here comes now the third. Well, actually, no, it's Cozy dropping off again. So 18th, 24th. It is 24, but I think Cozy realizes the writing on the wall here, and he wants a clean entry to pit road. So that tells you how close we're getting. Who's going to be the first to blink? I think we've seen it once or twice. We saw it with LSRL a couple of seasons ago, the Xfinity cars, and it was very interesting. And look, we're starting to drop towards the bottom now. It is imminent. Look at that. Everyone dropping to the bottom. Come on, just give me like 2 more laps. Come on, you guys could do it. I believe they're catching lap traffic again. Monsivius has not caught the pack. Jacob Roth up into the wall. He's coming down pit road, so that's technically a green flag pit stop. But it was... he came in off of 4, I think. I didn't actually see it. Nathan Barrows is on pit road as well. That's your pole sitter coming in by himself. And here we go! Green flag pit stops. Can they keep it under the apron?
Jorgensen doesn't. That thing came back up on track.
Oh my goodness, here we go. They did it. At least some of them made it. Look at that race onto pit road. That's awesome. Well done, everybody. Take a bow. But we still got a whole other grouping here. They're all single file.
Parker White's going down.
You gotta let the leader down. Yeah, you get. Oh, Zwack out of shape a little bit. Really cautious. Timothy J. Moore losing a host of spots. As Ryan Doucette and Christian Visconti stay out, but that was Timothy J. Moore just ensuring he got there. Didn't want to risk anything. Look at that. That is so cool. James
AJ
Mendez
Green, he was
all by himself. It's 4 cars left. And Mendez by himself. And here comes the last 4. Oh, Jaden Carter just gonna... Alright, just coming in a little bit later.
Now this could really make or break it.
Now this is gonna completely change up the running order.
Because if you get good at this...
this is a very specialized pit entry.
It, yeah.
Ooh, nearly contact. Mendez is coming in. Who's going to be the race leader? I think it'll be either one of these 3 or Jorgensen flying through all by himself. But it should be Parker White. Jorgensen is going to latch on perfectly. Oh, he's not going to have the run, though. They're all together. He was just a little bit short. But Cozy has a head of steam. Jorgensen kind of dragging these guys back. And it's 10 cars that are in this lead draft now. Tucker a minute or 2 seconds back, but he has set the Merchant, so they'll be here shortly, right? They'll be there in just a second. Jaden Carter trying to fly, trying to get on your horse. Keep it going. Pull up in front of him. You won't. There you go.
Do it. Do it.
Couldn't do it.
Ah.
Not, and then look at all this mess behind everybody. Everyone trying to get organized, sorted back together, and run down the leaders. Jaden Carter should be able to fall in with DeMerchant and Minter. And that is... I didn't think they could do it. I didn't think they had it in them. I was wrong.
The entire time.
And now we're really spread out. So the wreck's not going to be from the lead group anymore. It's going to be from everybody else that is massively scattered. And they're worried about catching the lead pack. They're going to race really aggressively. Man, I don't even think Baby Carter's going to catch. I mean, he might be in the draft.
All right, who makes it look like an accident?
Ooh. Yeah, Tucker Mitter and Seth the Merchant, they have left Jaden Carter. They've left him. So, oh! And just like that, though, they're pushing so hard, they about spun each other out. Jaden Carter not completely left yet.
Yeah, those two neat, like, They literally need to tandem with how fast they gotta try and go to keep up.
And they're now pulling away from Jaden Carter again, so it's like he's not able to keep up because they're tandeming so well. Second group will catch at least Jaden Carter. We have lost Mark Jorgensen Jr. and Cozy. I thought they were right there, but they weren't able to get connected. And so we have
They were
four
less than
cars.
half a second back.
So it's 4 cars just kind of chilling. And who else but Parker White and Daniel Falkingham, right? I mean, it has to be those two. And look how much time is being made by these two. Just by themselves, by the way. Completely on their own. They have now caught Jorgensen and DeMerchant. Jaden Carter, I think, will finally find a home back in 18th.
You also got to assume that these two, Tucker Minter, Seth DeMerchant, they're going to hook up with Cozy, I believe.
I mean, they're going to fly right by him is what they're about to do.
He's going to get up and try and go with them, but...
He's like, they're gone. There they go. Already a car length and a half ahead. 2 car lengths. Goodbye.
That is actually wild. Because, I mean, yeah, we saw the 2 cars, Jorgensen and Cozy, fall off. But these two just running everyone down.
Can they catch the 4 leaders is what I really want to know. It's at least 4 by the... So Parker White, Zwack, Falkingham, Frisch, all eNASCAR. And Tucker Minter, Seth DeMerchant, eNASCAR. Jorgensen, a RODDCAR champion. Cozy, one of the best eNASCAR, but the best ever to do it in RODDCAR. So I mean, this is just absolutely stacked. Your top 8. I mean, that's just super impressive.
Has anyone in the top 8 not won a championship?
Parker White hasn't.
Not yet.
That's Joe Swanson going a lap down. 3 cars, 1 lap down. Rod Flag, Dylan Kem working together all by themselves. Wesley Parker, Vincenzo Iacovazzi, and Scott Warren, who, by the way, is running a throwback scheme tonight in the 83 machine. Not his normal 76, but throwing it back based on the car his dad crewed in the late 70s, early 80s. So that's pretty cool. Moving up. Jacob Dunn. And then this, I guess, will be the third group, second group right here. And finally, it is Tucker Minter and Seth DeMerchant. They are not gaining on these 4 cars, so they will need some help from those behind them. But I don't know if Jacob Roth is closing in on this group of 4. I don't think they're getting any help. But we are at a blistering pace now. Since we're super spread out, it's all single file, 100% throttle. We are blazing through this race. And that's exactly how the leaders want it. They want to get to another round of green flag pit stops to further their advantage if they can. Which will be 22 to 60. It's like 38 laps. 61 and 38 would be right around 100. Essentially.
So 1 more stop for all the marbles, potentially?
Yeah, if we get to 100, that's it. It's ball game. At least in terms of pit stops.
And
look at Joe Swanson. He's giving him a little bit. I don't know how much it will affect him or help at all, but he's in the draft, giving him 5 cars. So
I'm telling you right now, if we make it back around to green flag pit stops, we're going to see the wildest pit strategy from 97 and 14. They are going to try and take the apron through 3 and 4 at full speed.
Because they know if they could get in that lead draft, that they will be the ones to beat. I mean, we are over halfway through, and it hasn't even been 50. The stream has been live for 52 minutes.
And that's with like 10 minutes of
That's the intro, qualifying, gridding, and 1 pace lap. And 1 caution, by the way. And we are lap 76 of 130. They're going to screw up, and Rod's going to make the next Atlanta race longer, and then it's the one they'll forget how to drive.
Allegedly, Joe Swanson is running 12 to 15 FPS on his school laptop. Joe Swanson, if you don't leave right now.
So, like, let's just look at the inputs here. I'm very curious. This would be great if he wasn't a lap down. He'd be... Oh. He very well may be. So that's why he's giving him a car length and a half, 2 car lengths. It'd be great if he wasn't a lap down because he'd be running a comfortable 5th, but he's a lap down in 33rd as it stands. But the first car 1 lap down right behind the leaders, so gets a lucky dog. Doesn't even need to do the rod car wave around, just gets the lucky dog. That is dedication to the craft, though. Running rod car on the school laptop.
There's dedication and there's endangerment, right? And we're
the only thing
on a line here right now.
The only thing that would make it better if he's on a controller.
Could you please.
And that group of 4 has been caught down by what was the 3rd pack. Now we have a big 2nd group.
Oh, they're gonna all...
So they're all going to get jumbled up. They're going to try and squabble over who should lead this line to catch up to your race leaders. And all that squabbling is going to bring this 3rd group. And so we're going to have just the 4 leaders, Joe Swanson, in a jumbled up 2nd group. And then back here, your 3rd group, 4th group, which is about to be lapped by your race leaders. Corbett, you should request a vote and see if RODDCAR wants you back. Do the people want you back?
No. I think I can answer that for everybody.
So, by the way, it is 20 laps away from green flag pit stops. 20 laps.
What is it now?
19. You want me to give you the lap by lap?
I'm going to ask you here in about 30 seconds.
That's what they're running. Every lap is essentially a 29.56 or a 30 flat.
Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, and it's my pick to win, and it's Mo Perry. What are we doing? Oh, bad spot.
Is it Mo the Missile?
Let's see here. See if a single file. Hey, James, that's the 2nd time you've done that exact thing, by the way. Just for reference. Literally, the exact same incident as your first caution. Literally. Catches up to him in the tri-oval. It just hurts him. James!
James Mendez is a paid actor.
The "you suck" on the side of the car is very fitting. I mean, right? Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, you're going just for that move. You're going 1-on-1 with the Undertaker player. Getting Teddy Long out here on you for that nonsense. You're getting Teddy Long down the ramp ASAP. Oh, it's confirmed that Swanson's on the laptop. Well, now he's back on the lead lap and has something to race for.
No. The confirmed is that James Mendez is a fraud.
Ooh. Oh, I see that. Oh, yeah, confirmed. No. So good news for Swanson, Rod Flag, Dylan Kim. They'll get back on the lead lap. Nathan Barrows, Brandon Cruz Monsivias will be allowed to wave themselves around the field 1 time per RODDCAR rules and regulations. And we still need 1 more pit stop now, so this is gonna... We're not going green the rest of the way anymore, so... Because now
we're not going green for more than 10 laps.
Because the whole field's back together, so that you can forget that dream right there.
I really want Mendez just in a pit. He needs to start setting a pit again. I want to go say words to him.
Let's go to pit 3. We'll get the Mark Jorgensen Jr. interview. Here at Pit 3, Jacob Dunn, Mark Jorgensen Jr. In what's been an interesting race so far. Mark, you sit ninth. What's your take on things so far?
This track sucks. We suck. The cars suck. Everything sucks.
But green flag pit stops at Atlanta was not something I had on my my bingo card tonight. Didn't think we had it in us, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have lost that fucking game with bingo for sure, man. I mean, I can't believe it, but I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, we're gonna wreck like hell eventually.
Now,
I mean,
the moment is now. By the way, we're all jumbled up together.
Yeah, right,
the moment is right here, right now.
So I mean, we're gonna be dumb from here on out. But
Absolutely.
them 4 guys, right there just before the caution. I mean, hell, they checked out. I think they had like an 8.5 second lead on us. Whatever they did, that was fucking badass. But I'm glad that we had a caution, restacked it up, and yeah, man, we're gonna give her hell.
Absolutely, Jacob Dunn. What's your thoughts?
I've spent most of this race trying to catch the lead pack, so as long as I'm up here now, I got a shot.
Absolutely, but yeah, I was thinking of saying I saw the announcement from Rod about the green flag pit stops. I'm like, well, I was really close to putting it like, if we do that, I'll give the winner an extra $10. Really glad I didn't do that now because
right there you go.
Listen, I don't know how we did it.
I'm just glad there was a car in front of me. I punted Jaden. I feel sorry, but it got me slowed down enough to make it.
whatever it takes, right?
Right,
That's right.
All right, fellas. Well, get ready. It's about to get crazy. Good luck.
All right, Max. Thank you.
You've been moved. Going back
I
for
don't
the
like
restart.
that. Don't touch me like that.
Lap 85, the restart. Parker White and Daniel Falkingham. Your front row. Has it been anything else? I mean, would it be anything else? No.
I mean, you've got the 14 and 97 2 cars back.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Pace cars off.
A broken friggin' neck.
Parker White, field and tow. Back underway. I don't think Falkingham has led a lap yet, by the way. So the time would be right here, right now. I think the time is, it's for everybody. It's go time now. Everyone's jumbled back up. 33 of the 35 cars are on the lead lap. Barrows is 1 down. Monsivius is 2 down. So, yeah, it's all to play for now.
Falkingham's got to let them know that their time is up and his time is now.
We're doing wrestling things tonight. I like it. Here we go. Out of 4, can Falkingham get the run needed to lead his first lap of the race? Yes, he can. So the bonus point, again, is a moot point. It's all going to come down to
that
finish.
Is a close one.
It's all coming down to finishing order now. It's where do you finish? And can either of them win and get the 5 bonus points for a win? It's all coming down to where you finish. They both got the bonus point, so it's race on now. And
they're getting aggressive.
That could be huge. And it's not.
Oh,
another car on the
outside wall, Gavin Newton.
And there it goes. Oh,
there's everybody.
There it is. Oh, Dean Clavitt, Vincenzo Iacovazzi. So, Gavin Newton very late, Dreiling. And there, I mean, that didn't take long. So welcome back to the lead lap, Nathan Barrows. Rating Cruz Monsivius now 1 lap down, and here we go.
I did say I didn't think we were going to make it 10 laps. Oh, there's contact late.
With who?
Dean Clavitt and I believe that's Garrett Delph.
Oh, trouble. Garrett Delph just car high. Dude, you're 3 wide. All right. So, who was flying into the catch vent? Was that Gavin Newton?
Gavin Newton was the first car to wreck there.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
And
so let's see here. We're all getting scattered. There was contact between your first and second place drivers right there. And he's just going to get a shot. He checks up just a tiny bit because of the chaos in front of him. Timothy J. Moore gets into him, and there's just no saving that. And then, at this point, just do this quarter speed so I can actually figure out what's going on here. You think, okay, maybe there's a chance of living. Maybe I'm okay. And then just gets hooked into him, and he's into the catch fence. Jacob Dunn, I mean, we just talked to him, so that's really my fault. Dean Clavitt, Scott Warren, Yakovazzi, Jaden Carter, Rod Flagg. So what happens to Dreiling that gets him hooked? Where's he at on our list? Where's he at? Right there. Come here. So Jacob Dunn behind him.
He probably just checks up to try and avoid the wreck.
It's just a big old jumble of mess, and then, just no one's sure where to go. And at that point, then they all just pile in. The first big one of the night. And Gavin Newton obviously got the worst of that. Wesley Parker says he was glued to the back bumper. Christopher M. Hill, let's get the onboard shot here of it then. Tell me something. How about that? Right through the middle. Can't argue with that. Let's see how close it was for you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it. The cockpit cam's all right through the middle, but yeah, no, literally. Connected with Christopher M. Hill. I get you. All right, back here for the restart. And it'll be close on fuel if anyone wanted to try it to stretch to 40. Don't think it'll be possible. I also know for a fact that we're not going green the rest of the way.
That is.
So it is close on fuel, but like it ain't happening, you know?
If we make it 10 laps, I will be shocked.
Right.
I've already called it. No 10 lap runs.
So now 34 cars on the lead lap. If Barrows can get it going. Gonna have to go quick. He's taking 4 tires. Oh, he's gonna have to go. He does have the #1 pit stall, though, so he'll be able to get out and blast towards the field. Ending Cruz Montsavias, the only man 1 lap down, all 35 cars still running. Very impressive 90 laps into this race. Barrows should... Oh, it's going to be very close if he catches or not. Very close. I don't think he will. He's not... It's going to be so close. I'm very curious. Just, you better go flat out here. I want to see it. Oh, it's just like last week. He just catches it at the worst time. Go, 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 go. Do the Kyle Busch. Give me
just go around.
You give me the Kyle Busch footage. Come on. We're back underway, by the way, up front.
Nothing bad would happen. You would not get penalized for going around.
I mean, in that case, no. It's not like he jumped the start. You know what I mean? So that's all fair and love and war. Here we go. 40 laps to go.
Already have Tucker Miller and Seth the Merchant making moves.
On the high side, Falkingham sees that, and oh, the Merchant tried to split him.
I thought
and
Tucker Miller was going to go to his outside.
Move! Oh, we're wrecking again. I think that's Parker White, Jorgensen, and Wesley Parker. Championship implicated. What happened back here? Got 2 wrecks again. Oh my goodness.
Parker White's still going backwards.
So that's, here we go. What do we, oh no. Timothy J. Moore just runs over Delph. Corey Henry's not going to be happy. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Ooh. I mean, he was on the brakes here, but...
I mean, you gotta be on the brakes.
Everybody else too is in. Oh, I hate that. It's like, oh, we're good. There's no wreck, but it's the second wreck that's the whole issue here. Would have been okay if there was no second wreck, but as we know, there was. Big checkup from Delph sees the wreck. Moore not able to react in time. Oh, from that angle, it just looks so much worse. Look at Nathan Barrows. Barrows said hello. Put it in reverse. I mean, he's locking that sucker up. Well done, sir. Well done for your pole sitter. Welcome back to the lead lap. Brandon Cruz Montevious, and let's save the championship implications here. There's a whole other wreck to look at. This is the aftermath of it. Oh, and it's just, oh, man. Just that 88 machine giving a heck of a shove to this 95. Back into the back bumper of Zwack, and it's just, the run is disjointed. Hunter East with a great save there, by the way. Wesley Parker just missed the last one. Absolutely nothing he could have done about that one. Scott Warren catches a piece, and how far does Parker White go backwards here? Montevious gives him a nice little tap, and he'll drive it around. Obviously going to want to save that fast repair if he can, because he knows Falkingham has one. Rod Flag stays out. Gets his bonus point.
Fearless leader?
Fearless leader, Rod Flag. And
Rod Flag's going to win this race.
And now we're pretty much on the edge for making it to the end. Inside of 40, right at, what is it, be 37, 36, 35 on the restart. So it's right there. Should be able to make it. Again, not going caution-free to the end now. Our fourth caution of the night. Had 2 in the first 80-something and 2 since then.
Oh, Rod came in. I'm sad.
He needed fuel.
He just wanted to lead the lap.
The lights are off on top of the pace car. And it's just so funny how quick what happened to Vincenzo. We saw what happened there in the wreck, but what happened after that we might have missed.
I think
he's getting bullied about the fact that he ran into a parked car.
Ah. Look at the inside line here on this restart as we're back under green.
Is Vincenzo an alt account for White here?
People are asking questions.
You know, they both sound like 14-year-olds, so who knows?
But back out in front, and look at this, the top 9 clear on the inside lane there. Dylan Dreiling will try and get, never mind. Scott Warren will try and get the outside line going. There's 30 laps to go here. I think the leaders would love it if it finished like this. Just nice single file among the top 9. Everybody else can ask questions later, but that ain't gonna happen. As all 35 cars are still running and on the lead lap. So that is very impressive as we are about to hit 30 to go. And that 97 and 14 are out in front. We just set our first 28-second lap time. Hunter East and Travis Brown both cracking the 28-second bracket. And here comes the low line with Matthew Zwack and Falkingham.
We might have a third line. I believe this is Cozy, Travis Brown, Hunter East. They're moving up the field. They were trying to get forward.
And Parker White down in 32nd. And what is a huge twist to this championship. Obviously, it'll go... He did not use the fast repair. You can still see significant damage to the left side of that 95. So still fast repair in hand. He has started one more race than Falkingham, so he's got a drop week in hand. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but you want to save those drop weeks as long as you possibly can. But will be a guaranteed one right now in 31st for the 95 machine. And it'll be 30 to go when we cross the line. Cozy's leading this second group right back into contention. Travis Brown right on the back bumper. 3 wide mid-pack behind them, and here comes that 99 machine to the outside. Ahead of momentum, and they're going right up to the third lane. We'll see if anyone goes with them. Dylan Kem behind them does. And they are making some headway, scrambling in the back. As they are 3 wide for what will be that 4th position. And they are making more progress. Dylan Dreiling has jumped up and joined that 3rd line. What does Tucker Minner like to do? He's been working with the 14 all night.
You gotta assume he's gonna stay working with a 14.
But now we are 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. And 3 wide for the race lead out of turn number 4. That lap, it would have been, I think, Tucker Minner through the middle.
It was whack.
Interesting.
By 200s.
It's 200s now, but fair enough. And now, though, we've been able to make moves most of the night.
Or 2,000, my bad.
I was about to say, it didn't seem that big of a gap, but now that we're 3 by 3, you're either going to have to force the issue 4 wide at Atlanta and pretty much almost a guaranteed wreck, or you're just going to have to make sure your line gets clear. Because right now, if you're Dylan Dreiling, your objective is to give a push to Travis Brown to get him to push Cozy out in front clear. Cozy drops down, then it's Travis Brown leading the line. Then Dylan Dreiling gets Travis Brown clear, and then you are the leader of your line.
Oh, then you got Travis Brown in.
That doesn't happen if in the wall. Because if you're 3rd, 4th in line, you can't really pull out and make a move. You just got to hope the guys in front of you.
What is Watson doing?
He's on 12 FPS, remember?
I know, but I don't like what he's doing.
So yeah, you're 3rd, 4th in line. You just got to hope the guys ahead of you push, 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 get clear. Your line has some momentum going. Especially if you're 3rd in line, 4th in line on this bottom, which doesn't even have the momentum yet to begin with.
I've seen line changes as that 14 and
now
97
starting
have
to get some cars clear, so that changes the dynamics a little bit. Because then Christopher Hill, if he gets clear, could drop down to the bottom. Won't elect to do so, but once cars start getting clear, they'll be making some moves. And especially if they're working together, the guy behind will be like, hey, I'm starting to overheat. Go lead this line for a little bit, let me cool down, and then drop back.
There'll be no world where we broadcast a race where people can redeem a put it out.
How about this, though? If you're Dalton Hayes making your rod car debut, you're 15th and 15th place right now, 5th in line on the bottom. What's going through your head right now? What do you want to do here at the end of this race? 24 laps to go. Shouldn't need a pit stop, but if we get to a green, white checkered, it'll make some things interesting. Especially if you're Mark Jorgensen Jr., you're right here in the middle. You're just going to have to hope that a line loses their momentum or something happens and you're kind of stuck at the moment.
Also, look at Dylan Kim from hitting the inside wall to, he was leading that, inside line.
Jumped. I mean, there's no inside line at the moment. There is, but it's out of the picture entirely at this moment.
Ooh, Roth almost got turned off the nose of Frisch.
Well held. 22 laps to go. in a ticking time bomb situation right now. You're just holding your breath, hoping the wreck doesn't form around you.
And hey, look at that. I was wrong. We've made it 10 laps.
Oh, just like that. Oh, there it is.
No!
You shouldn't have said it. Oh, that's going to be a huge impact. Oh, my goodness, Matthews whack.
I'm so sorry for saying anything.
How that car is still driving. It does. Oh, that don't look too good. That, oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. That thing is a piece of junk. Look at it. Driver on board here for Matthews whack. Gets hooked in the trioval. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, once you see a car get hooked in the trioval, it's game over. You just know it's gonna be bad. Like, let's see what the heck happened here. We're good. Never know we're not. Right? Oh my goodness. And he lands it on all fours and is slowly driving back to pit road, crab-legged and all, crab walking or whatever. I don't know what the term is. Oh, so let's see here. Yeah, Dylan Kemp was on the horn saying, "Push me." According to Corbin Simmons, he does push him. I think we're good. At this moment, we're like, all right, we're golden. You're absolutely fine. You're doing great. And then, mere seconds later... It's Corey Henry trying... Again, he's trying not to kill Dylan. Dreiling comes up and just tags Travis. Hooks him. Hooks Zwack. Falkingham now has been involved. And poor Hunter East, Jorgensen, Dalton Hayes, Del Frisch, Visconti. I mean, the whole back half of the field. I'm just curious on what this looks like from Skycam. It's not going to be the best view. It's a very unique angle. But just watching the chaos, the ants flying around. That'll give you a good view of the scattering that's going on, I suppose.
Needs a little zoom in there.
Yeah.
Could you zoom it in a tiny bit?
I don't know how to zoom in without breaking the whole camera angle, so now. Anywho.
We're professionals.
I'm not a professional cameraman.
Open position for cameraman, by the way.
Honestly?
Look at this.
If y'all know a producer out there for iRacing,
Nope. No pay.
maybe a little bit of pay.
Great experience, though.
If it's for RODDCAR, we might be a little bit of pay. If we want to increase our production quality,
No pay.
No pay.
a little bit of pay.
I mean, Zwack, that thing. Oh my goodness.
I'll give y'all Corbin's dog to produce.
See, Max's dog is available.
We got the 7 Machine Tokyo drifting out here. Let's see what happened. Right behind
Someone
all
wants
of this.
We got a request.
Oh, look at that from the 7. On board with Jacob Roth. Real quick, because I'm assuming we're coming back to green here. Pretty quick. So.
Hurry up.
Right,
Actually, pace car's pulled off.
Hello. That's a good way to end it. All right, here we go. We're back here. 19, now 18 laps to go. How is Dean Clabbett and James Mendez up here? Excuse me? Where'd they come from?
Attrition and luck, no skill.
Also wrecking competition.
Well, why is James Mendez so far out in front? This isn't gonna work. Block all you want, but you
Block
better...
him, James. Block him.
Comes
Yeah,
down.
block Mo Perry. Block Mo Perry. He's gonna drive through you.
Here we go, and immediately 3 wide. Nobody's holding anything back.
Come on, Mo.
Got
Come
Mendez leading the low line. Oh, there goes Jaden Carter.
Carter.
Hang on to it, buddy. Looks like he'll do so. No caution, just single car, but there'll be more.
I'm saying it right now. Mo Perry's a better man than I am because I would have already
forced the issue a
Mendez.
little bit. And here comes Tucker Minter flying around on the outside. Mo Perry with Cozy. James Mendez backing up the entire middle line. Oh my goodness, the accordion effect. It's all love, James.
I believe that's Scott Warren through the middle with
Wesley Parker was destroyed about 10 laps ago. Same with Scott Warner back up here, second and third. Falkingham was in the last wreck. He's now 3 wide for third.
Oh, Mo Perry.
Off the bumper, maybe. He's going to have to come back up at some point. Oh, it's not going to work! Wait! Wait! No! How in the world?
What?
We alive. Oh, wait! Trouble in the
Oh, my God!
It happened again! Oh, no! This is such a great race!
Well, since they're useless, I would like to tell everybody they wrecked. Somebody flipped. Mo Perry.
They saw it! What do you mean?
Mo Perry's an athlete.
This is so
Michael
good.
Frisch is just in the way.
What happened to Falkingham? I saw Tucker Minter explode. What more champ? Oh, that's what in the world is happening? Oh,
Yeah, I called
man.
it.
So again, we just saw this, right? If you get hooked in the tri-oval, it's gonna be a bad time. Parker from the lead, Minter. Right at that angle, the dog leg. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh! There's so much happening again. Oh, you just can't. This is Friday Night RODDCAR, okay? Take it or leave it.
Peak cinema.
This is peak. And so, in all honesty, I just want to see the cause of this absolute destruction. And there's just no help for the 97. A big run from Falkingham, and it just gets... That 97 just gets a little loose and slides up the hill. Falkingham catches him just barely in the left side of the bumper. That's literally at the dog leg. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. On board with Falkingham. We literally had 2 cars hooked in the trial back to back. On board now with Tucker Minter. Again, landed it on all 4s, by the way. Back to back, landed it.
3 catch fence hits in 2 laps. Or 2 cautions.
Matthews whack into the catch fence, lands on all 4s. Tucker Minter into the catch fence, lands on all 4s. At Falkingham, you know, this is just a process.
That's my pick to win going.
Into the catch fence multiple times, lands on all 4s. Let's just see this from further back. On board Timothy J. Moore. Oh my goodness. Puts it into the wall to avoid it. No, he doesn't! Oh no. And this was all after the fact. I was like, he's good! No! He's not! Oh, down into Visconti. Dreiling gets a big piece of it after the fact. Huge championship implications. We're coming back for the restart, I imagine. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is a great race. Great series. Great. I mean, this is just great.
We get the best of everything. We got, green flag pit stops, nice, cycle of, just green flag racing.
Some single file, some periods of calm, and then just pure chaos and a nuclear bomb being dropped in the middle of this field. Cozy and Dylan Kemp, your front row. Back underway here. 12 laps to go. Just like that, 12 to go.
Corbin said in chat, DK winning this race. I think the world could be healed by a DK win.
And so Mark Jorgensen Jr. out. Tucker Minter has just resumed. Dreiling and, more importantly, Daniel Falkingham. Second in points coming into the night, staring a sub-30 finish in the face. This Parker White also been involved in a crash.
Oh, God.
Sits right in the danger zone as well. 3 wide.
Merchant already forcing the issue.
So the Merchant has lost his drafting partner. So we'll see what moves he elects to make to get back up towards the front. Rod Flag now trying to get a little racy. Cozy not a championship contender this season. For that 33rd win, his first of this season as we scatter. Wesley Parker dropping back, trying to pick up White. Checking up all over this field.
Oh, there's going to be another one.
This could be another huge one here. Just a second. 10 laps to go as Dylan Dreiling. And more importantly, that puts Falkingham down another spot. Not that he wasn't going to use a drop week for this race. And 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Hunter East to the point. And
We
look
got
at
cars
this
in the
mess
wall.
behind him. He's too far out in front, though. He's going to have to throw a block. Contact in
Gavin Newman.
second. Mo Perry digging on the high side. Jacob Dunn jumping up. Kemp going to have to come up and cover that. And through the middle, Wesley Parker with Parker White, Frisch, DeMerchant. Multiple cars in the wall each and every lap. It's Hunter
Oh, we
East
got
out
cars
front,
going around.
wrecking in the back. Big impact there for the 5 of Corey Henry, Dalton Hayes, Stephen Maggio involved. And everyone just breathes at the front. They made it through. So that's actually Visconti that nailed the inside wall there, not Corey Henry. Let's see what the heck happened here. Travis Brown into the wall, but it starts ahead of them. Let's see here.
I will say when you're done looking at this, look at the 81.
So that was Vincenzo Iacovazzi into the wall. Big checkup from Dalton Hayes and trying to force the issue to get underneath him. And there's just not enough room. Turns Corey Henry up into the 62. Henry back down the track into Visconti. Kills it. 81 flies back up the racetrack. Stephen Maggio. With what could potentially be some really rough netcode. And oh no.
There's nothing potential about it.
Ooh, yeah, that's a rough one. Multiple cars in the wall. Like right at this point, you're good, but never mind. Gets the front end and the rear end for good measure. You hate to see it. But this will set up the restart inside of 5 to go. Holy cow, what a race.
I'm just glad that, Atlanta's good. I really did not think it would be.
This race has delivered, in my opinion. And look at the damage to the front of Cozy's car. Got a big old dent in the front of that 99 machine. Take a look here from the gearbox of the pace car. The thing is a little bit dented there. Looking back.
Can I make a new pick to win with 5 to go?
No.
Please?
No.
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
Stop.
If I'm stuck with a guy that hit a parked car, you're stuck with the guy stuck in pit road.
My man is Mo Perry in 7th. Has got a great shot to win with a 5 lap to go restart. Everybody should be good on fuel.
Well, Corbin always makes bad decisions. I should be allowed to change.
No.
I should get to jinx someone else.
You've made bad decisions for 26 years now. You're fine.
Corbin,
I don't even know how old I am.
Corbin, you're pushing the big 3-0, all right? Calm down.
We're not talking about me.
You called me 26.
How old are you? 28?
27.
Unserious conversation with 5 to go. Lock in, fellas. 5 laps to go. Hunter East through the Geico restart zone. We're back underway. What an odd restart that was.
Corbin about to get challenged to a duel.
No help yet for Cozy. Inside line should surge, but just like that, though, Dylan Kemp coming to his aid. How much drag will that 99 have with that damage on the front end? As Daniel Falkingham has rejoined the race, but that thing
Block him!
Still,
Block 'em all!
I mean, that thing is killed. The left front tires pointed hard right. That thing.
He had a chance to do the funniest thing ever. The 27's going around.
Oh,
there goes James
Mendez.
Mendez.
Oh,
AJ Green.
there we go. Nathan Barrows.
That was it. It took a long time for that car to come
Oh,
out.
and Falkingham almost in it again. Yeah, I mean, he made a great maneuver. He's out here just doing it just to do it. And look at this. So right at the very end, whoop, right through it. So on board here. Oh. So with Jacob Roth, and there's just a lot of beating and banging going on. AJ Green gets into him, and then Monsivias gets into the back of AJ Green, sends him into Roth, gets him all out of shape. Oh, and Mendez just flying down. So he had to have had some help. For him to just hook a left, I would think, right?
I mean, probably not. It's Mendez.
So let's see here. He's going up top. And Mendez tonight, he's just, what happened?
Well, I was right. Was I right?
Mendez, you get, what happened, bud? Goes down.
Oh.
Does he get him, though? That's got to be
I think
contact, right?
He gets loose and does something.
So
to
that
him.
is the slightest of contact, and then that sends AJ Green into Jacob Roth, and we almost are looking at another dogleg get hooked. Nathan Barrows gets caught. Travis Brown nowhere to go. Green trying to save it into Timothy J. Moore and Vincenzo Iacovazzi also involved. Oh, and that's Timothy J. Moore just trying to avoid the H.A. Green and just hooking a left, not really caring about the repercussions for anybody else, but he's trying to miss the wreck. And
We're really going to have our first attempt of the green-white chip.
absolutely we are.
Ugh.
And that brings us...
I just want to remind everybody that we were one Mendez decision away from a fully, well, not fully green, but a near full green race.
So we are Coming to RODDCAR overtime. I haven't done this in a while. Actually, a couple of weeks. So, reminder for everybody that might be new. 3 total attempts at a green-white checkered / RODDCAR overtime. If we get to the 3rd attempt and they wreck before the white flag, it doesn't matter. That is the point of no return. They will race back. All penalties will be cleared. If they get to the white, it doesn't matter. There are no penalties, but the 1st and 2nd attempt will be regular. If a caution comes out, we'll re-rack them up to the 3rd attempt. Dylan Kem on the front row looking for his 2nd career win. Cozy his 33rd career win. Hunter East looking for his 3rd this season. Gavin Newton
Corbin's still looking for his 1st.
has only won once. Christopher Hills.
I'm retired. Stop bothering me.
No.
Jacob Dunn in the top 10 has not won. Mo Perry has got 1. Wesley Parker has got 2. Frisch, 4. Zwack has a couple of wins, but don't have his stats up. He's a multi-time champion.
Max, how many do you have?
I have 1 career RODDCAR.
Love that clip.
I'm glad you do, bud.
You and your little goofy arm flail.
Couldn't have done it without y'all.
Couldn't have done it without Andrew Cootie.
Whatever.
Andrew Cootie is your savior.
32 cars on the lead lap. Dylan Dreiling 2 laps down. Falkingham 8 down. Jorgensen out of the race. Pace cars off. 1st attempt at RODDCAR overtime. And through the Geico restart zone we go. And we're back underway. Even restart.
Just that we haven't been able to get an overtime from Rod Flag himself.
Already 3 wide in the back. Now Frisch 3 wide midfield thinking about it. DeMerchant's a good man to have behind you, pushing you in the closing stages. If they can get around one time, Atlanta's only 32nd lap, so if they get around through 3 and 4, race will be official. And they are stacking up back behind. They just need to get off of 4, get the hurry up on, and we'll have a race on our hands. White flag race is official at the first time of asking. And it's Cozy from Hunter East. Christopher M. Hill could have a run. Zwack giving Wesley Parker a lot of help. And here comes DeMerchant and Frisch a little bit further back. When does Hunter East try and pull out to make the move for the win? It's a 2-car breakaway. There he goes. He's on the right rear. We're wrecking behind him. Where's Christopher M. Hill going to go? Does he try and go 3 wide? And here we come out of 4 for the final time. We're beating and banging. It's going to be a dead heat, but give it to Michael Cozy Jr. We're 4 wide for 2nd. Cozy back to victory lane. 33rd career win. 1st this season, and that's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's going to be Cozy, Christopher M. Hill, and Seth DeMerchant for your top 3.
Your leader just gets, your winner gets killed. Hunter East was leading coming out of 4. Had a shot at it.
And Cozy really got saved there.
Coming to the checkers. He makes the move going into 3. There's really no one immediate pressure behind him. He gets to that right rear, starts side drafting him. And look at that shot from Christopher M. Hill. Give him the assist. DeMerchant gonna steal 3rd. But it's Christopher M. Hill who should get a share of the winnings here tonight. Look at this.
Also, all the cars we've seen go around on contact on bumps, Christopher M. Hill through the corner.
Delivered the crucial. He comes up to pick up Wesley Parker, then goes down, and how they didn't wreck here, because Frisch into the back of Wesley Parker, right there, into the left rear. I don't know how Christopher M. Hill held on to that race car to begin with, and then they're side by side. You think, oh, trying to go 3 wide, but I'll just take the push. And at that point, the only move the 24 had was to aggressively side draft. And they come together just a little bit. Everybody holds on to it. And then there you go. Michael Cozy Jr. finally back to RODDCAR victory lane.
Got him in the waiting room when you're ready.
All right, let's go ahead and there he is, parked at start-finish line. And we'll go ahead and pull him up here. Here with Michael Cozy Jr. in the YJ Media booth. Finally back in victory lane for your 33rd career RODDCAR win. Had some damage on the final restart, didn't hold you back, and that's got to feel good after, by your standards, what was a kind of a winless streak there.
It's always good to be back. So it just gets tougher and tougher to win these things, especially when we come to a non-super speedway, super speedway. I don't think I won here, but man, it's, I got lucky just being out in front of the nonsense. A lot of nonsense, no matter what track we go to. But Atlanta's definitely chaotic, and you never can get the right lane, it seems, here at the end. But yeah, huge shout out to my man Christopher Money Hill on the huge boot there at the end coming to the line. It was tough to play defense, knowing we kind of pushed ahead there, and was really unsure, what move my man was going to make behind me. But we got stalled out there so bad in the center of the corner. I saw everybody rushing back up there to the bottom, so we got lucky there, and appreciate him for the push, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, massive congratulations, 33rd career win, and yeah, like you said, it was you and Hunter East kind of out ahead of the field. He makes the move going into 3, and like you said, that drags you both back, and you see everyone coming up behind you. You're like, well, just kind of at that point, I hope it works out. And yeah, Chris Hill gets the assist tonight, gives you that push, and back to victory lane.
Hell yeah, thank you, boys. Thank you to Rod for putting this on for all of us, and thank you to all sponsors, VRS, Altus boys. Thank you. All right, we'll be seeing you.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week. Here with your runner-up tonight, and definitely gets the assist from Cozy, Christopher M. Hill, with that crucial push through 3 and 4. Gives Cozy the win and helps secure himself a second-place finish tonight. What was the thought process on that final restart of the night?
I honestly don't even know where I restarted on the last restart, but I'm pretty sure I was on the bottom, so it was just shove the hell out of the line in front of you, and the top 2 kind of broke away because of the way the draft works, and I was kind of sitting there waiting for people to start getting a run behind me. I tried to throw the block into 3 on the pack when they finally were getting a run, and I guess they got like a huge shove right on entry, so I'm pretty sure I killed somebody. But yeah, then Merch came to me with a run, and I thought about taking the run 3 top, but it was I think Merch was gonna get boxed in because Frisch was there, so it was just kind of stay in line, get guaranteed second, or go 3 top and maybe get third. So it's kind of just take the run where you can.
Absolutely, but your 4th top 5 of the season, and yeah, just so close yet again. But keep putting yourself in these good spots towards the end of these races.
Yep.
Well, absolutely, congratulations on another good finish, and I'll let you get any shout-outs if you have any.
Nope. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting it.
Appreciate the kind words. See you next week.
Yep. See you.
And here with your 3rd place finisher, Seth the Merchant, snuck it out at the line. And first of all, just say you and Tucker Minner were just completely in sync tonight. You guys were flying up through the field. Had the green flag pit stops down pat. You guys were probably the 2 best cars in a tandem here tonight. And shame he got taken out towards the end, but you ended up recovering to finish 3rd nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't know why it seemed like everyone else was struggling to push, and we were just hooked up really good, pushing and doing some tandeming, and we got caught up in that wreck and put in the back, and I just didn't have quite enough time to get back to the lead. But on that last restart, messaged Frisch, told him I'd follow him wherever he went, and we made a hell of a run to go from mid pack up to 3rd. So we'll take it.
Absolutely, but you guys were making some great moves, and just needed one more lap there at the end because you guys were there coming to the checkers, but one more lap, you guys would have had something for them. But put on a really good display, picked up another strong finish, and let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Just RODDCAR, or Rod for putting on the league, and you guys for doing the broadcast, like always.
Appreciate the kind words.
I do have a question before you go.
Corbin Simmons.
What's up with the fish and sunglasses? I saw all 3 of you have it.
I don't know. Ask Tucker. That was a Tucker thing. He told us all to put it on. So.
Okay. It worked out for you guys tonight.
Right, well, congratulations again on another strong finish, and we'll see you back here next week.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now, In chat, Tucker says fish looks badass.
There you go. Here with
Scott's in the weight room.
Yeah, he got a top 10. He was your biggest mover. Bring him up in here. Here with Scott Warren, finished ninth here this evening. Your biggest mover, gained 26 spots. So congratulations on that. Your thoughts on a wild Atlanta race?
Thanks, Max. Have you got me loud and clear? I've been having some headphone issues.
Got you loud and clear, sir.
Beautiful. Yeah. By design, man. I'm tired of qualifying top 30 and getting stuff wrecked. It's frustrating. So I'm switching it up. In terms of how my approach to the beginning of the race goes, especially here, I've run aggressively up front here for so long, and it's just never worked out. So flipped it around. Started, I think, dead last shotgun on the field, and makes it easy to be the biggest gainer for the day when you do that. But yeah, what an absolute blast this track is when this league's running well, and we're 3 wide for 5, 6, 7 laps. That's a heck of a good time, especially if I'm on the top lane. I love that rim riding up against the fence. My favorite. We don't do it enough.
Absolutely, but yeah, this race kind of had it all. We had some long green flag runs, single file nice and calm. We had green flag pit stops, the Atlanta style, so that was certainly unique. And then we had utter chaos at the end of this thing, and at the end of that, you make it out to ninth, highest finishing Ford as well. So you get that, take that back to the factory.
I love it. Highest finishing Ford. And as you know, and you might have even mentioned earlier, this is I'm running a special throwback tonight. Number and paint scheme. Thanks again to TK Designs for doing this. This is a throwback to a car my dad brewed on. He was a chassis guy back in the late 70s, early 80s. And the driver is Jim Holland in the 83 Wood Shell Ford Gran Torino. So if it's got the Gran Torino logo on the front and the whole 9 yards. It ran there from I think the late 70s into the early 80s, and this was one of the cars that first got me sort of really addicted to racing in general, all forms. And so I thought it'd be cool because my dad just retired. Shout out to Dad Kevin, who will watch this on playback, I'm sure. Anyway, he just retired a few weeks, if not a month or two ago, and he's living it up. So anyway, just thought I'd represent tonight him and his driver, Jim Holland, and even have my designer in the roof number around, because that's actually how it appeared on the original car back at old Checker Flag Speedway in Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Well, that's awesome. Happy retirement to your dad, and I think you ran the paint scheme proud tonight for sure. Ninth place finish in a difficult one, but able to scrape through the chaos and pick up a solid top 10.
Yeah, hell yeah! It felt like I had some extra juice at the end of the race there. Running around the top like that. It was a very familiar spot for Jim and Dad's car to be running up against the rails on our little 3/8 mile pavement down here. It was a great time. Glad to run this thing. I'll probably run it again later this year at some point. But shout out to Dylan for letting me borrow his number again tonight. I'll be back in the 76 in every other car except for the next gen. So back on track with the top 10. Happy to do that finally, man. I needed that bad.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a solid finish, and look to see you back here next week.
I'm 4 fellas. Thank you.
Yep. You had to wait for him to catch back up. Hi, Max.
Hey, how we doing, fellas?
Hello.
Hi.
Just dandy.
Looks like Mo Perry, you're my pick to win. You did have a 1 in your finishing position, but 0 behind it. But yeah, top 10 for you, Mo Perry. Ran up front a lot in the second half of the race. Very challenging second half of the race with all that chaos, but able to get through for the most part and pick up a P10 here tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was a bit of an adventure at points, especially that rogue bump from Cozy coming out of 2 there, and then the ensuing chaos. That wasn't fun, but overall the race was. Wish I would have at least finished a little better in the end. But side drafting these things is just so ridiculously strong. You gotta have someone directly on your ass if you're on the inside, or else you're just going straight back.
Right.
Overall fun race. Gen 6 next week. Woohoo!
You picked up your 34th career RODDCAR top 10 here tonight.
Nice.
We'll go down the list. Jacob Ross, 16th place finish for you tonight. What's the main takeaway?
I mean, I always like these cars, so I always tend to run up front, at least when I want to. I did that most of the race, so I was top 10, and then of course just fell back. I saved the car a couple times, quite a few times. I'm really good at that too, I guess. That's about it.
Absolutely. And then Dean Clabbett, 23rd. I guess the only consolation, you were up 9 spots from where you started tonight.
Yeah, I just picked the wrong line going to 3 on the last lap. I was expecting a big wreck, but it didn't turn out to be as big as I thought. And yeah, finished 23rd.
Fair enough, but I think still 4 races left, and you're about the only other person mathematically eligible for the championship, so might as well just give everything you got and see where the cards fall at the end of the season.
No, this is Parker White's championship. I mean, nobody's even close now anymore. Like, Falking is 42 out. I'm 73. Brandon and Mendez are 78, 79. So it's pretty much Parker's championship to lose. But I doubt he's going to lose it. So
we'll come back to this moment if he does, so we'll see.
I mean, if
it is RODDCAR. I mean, it's a literally RODDCAR, so we'll see.
It might be identical to blowing a 3-1 lead.
We'll see. Still got 4 races left this season. We'll see how it happens, and we'll catch y'all guys next week.
Later.
Alrighty.
Adios.
With Jacob done, we can't talk to you and Mark. After that second caution of the night, we all got bunched back up lap 80. I think the caution 2 laps after that, you guys were both involved in it. So the second half of the race kind of went as expected at that point with the pure chaos.
Oh yeah, man. I seem to run out of luck at the end of these things. I know if I ever get lucky one day, I might fear for my life the next one.
For sure. Tonight was your 80th career start. By the way, I do have that stat.
Look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, Atlanta, the race kind of had it all. Green flag pit stops, Atlanta style. A lot of single file, calm in the first half, and then pure chaos in the second half. So kind of threw everything at you tonight.
Yeah, they're fun. I can't seem to finish well in these things. I end up flipping every time I cross the finish line here. But yeah, I had a hell of a time, especially there at the end. Just I think it was Frisch pushing me there on the green white checker, and he just kind of got enough to get up under me, and it was over for me then. But they're a lot of fun for sure.
Absolutely. But yeah, it was a good race from our point of view up here in the booth. So really cool shots at times, and looking forward to Gen 6's next week. Should be a great race again next Friday.
Absolutely, man. You'll see me there.
All right, looking forward to it.
See you, man.
Yep. All right, back up here. Art, Corbin, any final thoughts tonight?
I mean, I feel like we hit everything. Green flag pit stops, Mo getting wrecked for no reason, people in the catch fence. I feel like we covered it all.
Dalton Hayes, 18th in his debut, so on the lead lap. That's about all you can ask for the rookie. Cozy back in victory lane, 33rd career RODDCAR win. Look at that top 3, all NASCAR. Parker White, 7th, takes a huge step forward in the championship battle. As Daniel Falkingham, 34th, 8 laps down here tonight. And 32 cars on the lead lap, so just highly unfortunate for Falkingham that he's one of the 3 cars laps down at the end of this thing, but that's just the way RODDCAR goes sometimes. We'll be back next Tuesday night for the LSRL Xfinity Series, as they will head to, I believe it is Phoenix, and then next Friday night for Friday Night RODDCAR, it'll be the Gen 6 cars at Talladega, so that'll be a great race. I already know it. So looking forward to that. You'll have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all take care.